Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Sunday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and freaking early. It's not even 3:30 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Those of you that watch my channel, you know what that means. That means I ran in front of the camera as fast as I could. You can see my hair still wet from my shower. I got to admit right now, my hands are shaking. Like I could feel my adrenaline pumping the more I thought about doing this video. I had not planned on doing this video. All right. There's going to be another regular video that's going to follow this, but it's going to be one of two videos today. Okay, when I did a video the day before yesterday about Kanye West, if you watched that video, at the very end of it, I was talking about how, I don't agree, I don't condone what Kanye West did with the shirt he was wearing, and no, I'm not going to say what was on it. But being rebellious in nature and being an artist, I can understand some of his motivation. I don't agree with him. I don't like him. I've never liked him. I said that in the video. I don't think what he did. I think what he did with that shirt was to get attention and make money for himself, and basically forget about his whole race of people, the same people that are the same race as him. In the video, I said nationality. I want to apologize for that. As soon as I said nationality, Kanye West's nationality, I knew it was wrong, but I was so wound up, and there's so much I wanted to talk about in that video that I didn't correct myself, and I made a note right after in the video description. This is more important though. At the end of that video, I said, geez, I kind of wonder. I want to see what YouTube does. I want to see, what happens to this video. If it gets yellow lighted, like a warning about monetization, my monetization, if the video gets pulled, I want to see, if I could just talk about this, is it wrong to say what was on that shirt? I don't agree what was on the shirt, but I think I should be able to talk about it and give my opinion. It's all over the news. It's all over TMZ and all that. So why shouldn't I be able to give my opinion? All right. And I understand YouTube, like I've lectured before, I'm there at their leisure, especially when we're talking monetization. And what about monetization? So yesterday I did two videos. The first one, when I went to download it, I wanted to check and see what the status was on the Kanye West video. So I went to check the monetization status. I couldn't find it. Couldn't find it at all. So I looked down and I noticed there was no monetization status. There was no monetization status for any of the 1,700 videos I've done. I had noticed when I first downloaded the video, it asked me if I want to publish it without doing checks first. I usually do the checks after. On my phone or my computer, I have to wait to do the checks after I publish. That's just how it works. And I wasn't asked this time, so I felt like something was different. So my monetization has been shut off for all my videos, all across my channel. Granted, you guys know my views. To be honest with you guys, it's a nice little bit of income, but it's bothered me over the last day. Even though it could be as little as $100 a month, it's been as much as $500 a month. I bought a bike, I bought my TVs. It's a nice, in these days, it's a nice little bonus. I do these videos out of love, not for the money, obviously, but it bothered me. Like I said, that's when my hands are numb right now. They're shaking. All right. So I got a bad feeling. But then I noticed the video is still up. So if they had any problem with this video, they left it up. They left the wording the same and everything. I went to YouTube Studio. Okay. This is where you check your analytics. And it had how much I made this month up to yesterday and all this other monetization information, which wouldn't have been there. My monetization was shut off, was being reviewed for 6 months because I talked a lot about Trump supporters before, and it was turned back on with no reasoning, no nothing. And everything was still on. So I checked my emails. I double checked and rechecked. I went through all the YouTube settings. I wrote a letter to them. My monetization is off. I checked letters from other YouTubers to see if anybody was having the same problems. I couldn't find any. it didn't bother me. I understand. Like I said, I know I've lectured other people about this. I've lectured out here before. I am there. It's their business, and I understand this is about money. If they feel that I am not being conducive to advertising, they could shut my monetization off. It's not about censoring. It's about money. That's a whole different thing. That brings the level of things I could do to a much lower level. Like I could say much less things because of advertising. On a regular video with no monetization, I could talk about a lot more. But when money is involved, there's key words that, like when something BLM, there's certain things, the different factions on the right and the left. There was times when I couldn't say that at all in the video, or I would lose monetization, or monetization would be yellow lighted. It's very iffy to know what a certain. There's no list. There's no nothing. You just gotta ask yourself. Would most advertisers feel uncomfortable with what I'm saying? And if that's the case, then you're probably gonna lose monetization. Here's what really bothers me. I got no notification, no nothing, no explanation. This has never happened before. No nothing. Like I said, the weird part is my community page. Whenever my monetization turned off, my community page would turn off. That's still on. What else? The YouTube studio too. There was something else about that. Oh, I looked up my status on Google AdSense, and I'm a member in good standing. I got my partnership number, so I'm still a member of Google AdSense, of the monetization program. No notification. I looked on all my YouTube pages. I looked everywhere. No explanation. Just the whole monetization for every video I ever made is just gone. I can't even look up what I made unless I go to YouTube Studios. I haven't even checked that. But it's the on and off, and just to turn on or turn off any of my videos is gone, just gone. All my videos are just turned off, and monetization is it's not even a choice now. It's just gone. But I'm still in good standing. This is what is aggravating me. That tells me I seem to get the feeling that they don't know what to do with this situation. I think there's a lot of media outlets talking about this right now. It's all over TMZ. TMZ is one of the outlets I look at every morning to get stories from. And there's like 5-6 different stories. It's still blowing up. And I get the feeling that YouTube doesn't really know what to do with this right now, or at Google AdSense doesn't really know how to respond to this. This is how I take it. I take it as a little punch in the gut, saying, Daryl, you better watch what you talk about. But they're not coming out and saying that at all. It's just like some bully coming up to you and giving you a shot in the gut, and then looking at you, and you got to watch what you do. That's how I'm taking this. It's like an unspoken thing. You went too far, Daryl. I've yet to see if it's going to be this was yesterday, and I didn't talk about it at all yesterday in the second video or anything, because I want to make sure. I want to make sure it wasn't just a fluke. And it would seem awful coincidental that I did a video, and at the end of that video, I said, I wonder what's going to happen to my monetization. And the next day, my monetization is turned off. It's a little too much coincidence for me. I just want to talk about it. Is it fair or not? I don't know. But at the very least, notify me. Tell me if I did something that didn't fit your guidelines. How can somebody correct their behavior if you don't tell them what about it was? It's like getting fired from a job, and they just tell you you're fired, and but no reason whatsoever. Get out, take your stuff and get out. Why? Just get out. It's kind of aggravating. It's kind of like I said, the money's not all that much, but just tell me so I can correct it. If I want to, if that's my choice, I can correct it. Otherwise, it leaves you with a big question mark, and it makes YouTube and Google AdSense look indecisive and a little weaker if they can't make a decision one way or the other. I'm really asking for it there. All right. My regular video will be coming up next. You guys have a great Sunday.